Toyin.
I said good morning, Tony.
Okay, no, you won't call me Tony. I'm not those people. You call me
Tony.
Mr. Elumelu or Tio.
Really?
You won't call me Tony or Chairman.
As in Tony.
Don't subscribe to that kind of Oyibo life, okay?
Right. Good morning, Mr. Elumelu. So my question is,
Tony Elumelu was called by his first name, and Nigerians went crazy. They went gaga. It's Gen Z forgetting our African culture. Dear Gen Z, respect is not oppression. And no matter how you want to look at it or how you want to view it to be, you can't be more Western than the Westerners. Our core values as Africans remains rooted. Our tradition and culture form our heritage. It gives us our identity. It connects us to our roots. And this wisdom has been passed from our ancestors to our future generations. So you can't change that overnight because of how you choose to view respect or term it to be. Okay. If you met Tony Elumelu today, would you call him Tony? Just Tony. What audacity. Where did you order it from? It's a temerity for me, and look, this Tony Elumelu video and the young lady that went viral is not even about Tony Elumelu anymore. Yes, it's about a society that is growing up with TikTok, Instagram. They watch American movies, they mimic British accents, they listen to Western ideas of individualism, and somewhere along the line, some of our traditional understanding of respect seems to be disappearing. And before you come here and say, Madam, respect is not about calling somebody Salma. Yes, you are right, my dear. You are very, very correct. But again, is it really? Is it really what it is? Because I don't understand how, some of you just suddenly see it as a sign where you call somebody by their first name, like somebody visibly older than you. You see it as a sign of confidence and equality. Are we becoming too westernized for our own good? Look, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's be honest. Let's have this conversation. There are certain things that are completely normal in America or Britain that are never normal in a traditional African home settings. Growing up in an African home, you can't just wake up one morning and call your father's friend by his first name just because you saw someone do it on Netflix. Like, who goes you? Where did you order your liver from? There is a certain structure. You call someone older than you auntie, uncle, sir, ma, without somebody even explaining why. It comes out naturally. And that is because of how we were raised. But in today's society, you see a young person calling somebody that is visibly, significantly older than them by their first name. Somebody that, has achieved something substantial. Somebody that can literally pass for your parents' age. And you'll be like, Tony, how are you? The thing is that even when you tell them, excuse me, that is Tony Elumelu, they'll look at you like you've committed a human rights violation. I don't get it. I don't understand. Again, you look at it like, but it's just a person. Of course it's just a person. Obviously, he's not walking on four limbs. But respect is recognizing someone's age, their position, their experience, and place in a social structure. Okay, let me also be fair to the Gen Zs. They may want to argue that, but why should I call someone sir or ma simply because they are older? But why shouldn't you? Yes, why shouldn't you? I know respect is earned, and I'm not saying that age automatically makes someone a good person. Money too doesn't automatically make somebody worthy of worship. And titles shouldn't be an excuse to treat someone badly. And don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying we should bring back a culture where people can insult, bully, or humiliate the younger ones simply because they are older. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is that there's a clear difference between rejecting blind obedience and throwing away basic courtesy. And again, we tend to adopt Western ideas without even understanding the culture that produced them. You can see a young American now calling an older colleague by his first name, and you'll be like, that's confidence, that's equality, that's civilization, without understanding the culture or what actually produced these social structures. In many Western societies, individualism is deeply embedded in their culture. In many African societies, community, age, family structure, hierarchy have historically played a major role, like a major role. So why are we so quick to throw away our own system just because another culture does things differently? And the irony again is that we want to be Western when it comes to respect, but when it comes to privilege, we want to be African. You don't want somebody telling you, respect your elders. But when you become successful, you want everybody to respect you. You don't want hierarchy when you're at the bottom. But once you get to the top, you want everybody to acknowledge that position. I mean, how does it work again? We can't choose or pick culture only when it benefits us. They work like that. It doesn't happen that way. So the real conversation is not about whether that lady is right or wrong. Maybe the real question is, what exactly are we trying to become? Because there's nothing wrong with being modern. There's nothing wrong with questioning outdated traditions. There's nothing wrong with, learning from other cultures. But modernization should not become like cultural amnesia. We can be educated, we can be confident, we can be outspoken, we can be globally minded, and still know how to respect our elders, and still know how to greet them respectfully. We can challenge authorities without being disrespectful. We can, embrace Western ideas without completely abandoning our own. Because if every generation throws away everything the previous generation taught them simply because it looks old-fashioned, then eventually we would have nothing left. So perhaps the real question shouldn't be, why did she call Tony Elumelu by his name? The real question should be, at what point did we start believing that African respect was something we needed to outgrow? And if you enjoy unfiltered conversations like this, like without being biased, then kindly turn on your notification, like this video, subscribe, share. Until I come your way, I remain Ophelia Kattie, and this is Unfiltered with Kattie. Remain blessed, you all.